Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. This is Carla Moore from MooreTalkJa, and I am here with a poem that I just wrote called Speed Trap. Now, for anybody who might be triggered or have any type of reaction to stuff that deals with molestation or sexual harassment, then you might not want to watch this because it goes over that type of content. Okay? Alright, so Speed Trap. It's a bit long, be warned. You say you want to make love to me, which is to say, you do not want to fuck. You want to touch me softly, with purpose and transparent kind intent, with no wish, no thing you want for yourself but my pleasure. You want to caress me slowly so I can feel you doing it. You want to look into my eyes as you learn me so you can see me. Feeling you, feel me, feeling you, feel me, feeling you, feeling me. You want to learn about me gently, without the rushed, frenzied, panting, thrusting, loud, screaming, fucking so fast we can't think for gasping, kinky, tearing at each other, tearing at our clothes, furious, blurry with speed, all tangled hands and feet, saliva and sweat, wham and bam, raucous coupling that usually defines our time. You say you want to make love to me, which is to say, you do not want to fuck. And I am undone at the thought of it. I feel the gorge rising in the back of my throat as I consider the interminable silence of just you and I in the room. No third entity, no chaperone of lust and wanting that we conjured up through dirty text messages and only talking about my pussy. No other part of me, just my pussy. Just you and me in this room. I imagine the sounds your hands will make as they move up my skin, up the outsides of my legs, up to my neck, where at that speed it will feel like you are choking me. If I cannot arch into it quickly and propel my body upwards, grunting and sweating and asking for more, do it, choke me, do it till I can't breathe. Your hands caressing my shoulders and neck will feel like you are choking me. I think about the way your breath will catch in the back of your throat at the sight of me. You, who, despite the chewy softness of my body, have never looked at it with anything but wanting, fresh, new wanting, never the same as the day before, never bored, never wishing I was more this or less that, never less that. And I will be reminding myself not to lay as stiff as a plank and corpse cold as you navigate the hollows between my ribs, as you pause by my navel and dip your head to nibble at the small bone by my hip. I will be reminding myself that I enjoy this, should enjoy this, must enjoy this, but at that speed, when I can feel everything, feel your hands on me, even with your face before me, at that speed, and alone in this room, not back up against headboard compelling you to fuck me, do it harder, fuck me, not on my stomach pushing back into you, looking back so I can remember your face, must remember your face, not rude and rough and raw at the speed, with just you and me, as you rub oil into the backs of my knees. I put my hands over my lips to hold back the shriek and whatever else may come out, up and out, as I think about the moment when you finally look into my eyes. All hopeful, crinkle, and unadulterated love, even appreciation, the moment when you look into my eyes to see me and see only him. Not yourself, not me, him. The one before you. The one when I was 7 or 6. The one that touched me. Rubbed hands over my still soft skin all the way. From the soles of my feet all the way up to my neck, kneeling before me. I was so small. And he was grown. He didn't choke me, but I choked. I think about this moment when I have to show him to you. This man who took something from me and replaced it with himself, with his own hands. All hands become his hands if they move too slowly. This man that comes over me if you sit too close to me. This man that sometimes sit between us, between me and you, me and anybody, makes me retract my legs from where I have sprawled them over you, close them tight and squeeze to keep myself together there. This man who makes me kiss you faster, harder than I want, no lingering, no pecks, no hours later, only lips and growing warmth of affection. This man that makes me rush you through all the stages of lovemaking in 5 minutes so we can get to the part where we're just fucking just bodies. And I love your body. And I love that you love mine, but I cannot bear to let you love me. Not at that speed. Not with thoughts and heart engaged, not with thoughts. When you move so slowly, I have time to feel everything. And even when I open my eyes extra wide and focus just on your face, I still feel everything. And he is a part of that, a part of everything that is me, the parts that he took, he filled with himself. And then I'm not sure whose hands those are. Then I'm not sure about the smell of your skin. Then I see blades of grass from his shoes and the ways he would watch me as I played. Then I see the day that I was in my room, fresh from a bath. And he came in and blocked the door with his body, and all I had was a towel and my voice. And I prayed the towel would stay up, and I kept my voice to myself. I was certain I had called him in here somehow. Perhaps when I was playing, my underwear showed. I learned to wear shorts. Perhaps it was my fault for being fat, for my chest rounding into breasts well before its time. Maybe I was rude. I had dirty thoughts. Maybe he heard them. I must have called him in here. Please, God, don't let him touch my towel. I would be too embarrassed to call out. And he did. He took the towel down part way, moved it away with his dirty hands, grass blades left behind in their passing. He looked at me. He touched me. He touched me all over my body. He learned me for his own purposes, with no desire but to know me so early, to learn me when I did not know anything about myself. He beat me to it, to learning myself. Now I could never know myself without a reminder of him. He became my teacher. Everything I knew about myself was filtered through him. Even after he was gone, he was always with me. He got to me before I could get to myself. And now you want to learn me. Will not allow me the safety of spreading my legs and calling you in my acrobatic disguise, pitch perfect storm bunkers where I hide him, try to hide him and give you only me, but at that speed, those things you want to do to me, just you and me. None of the people I conjure up to titillate you, none of the smut, none of the grime, just you and I. That moment when you look into my eyes and see him, it will break your heart as well as mine. Feel something rising up in me into my mouth. Taste like copper at the thought of hurting you, you who love me. At the thought of showing him to you, the things that I lost to you. I cannot do what you are asking. This thing you are asking. You cannot make love to me. We can only fuck. Making love hurts me. I wish I was the kind of girl who could share that with you. But I do not have it to share. Can't you see? He took that away from me. I do not have that anymore. It's an emptiness. And it grows bigger when you touch me at that speed. If you love me, just fuck me. So that was a very long speech. My God, it was 10 minutes worth of poem. Very long speech. I think it's self-explanatory for a lot of people who experience sexual assault in any way. They struggle with intimacy after all. And this is not all people. And with work, most people can get over it. Some people don't even have that experience. But for a lot of people, they struggle with intimacy after the fact and trusting people with their bodies. And I think it's the thing that, or one of the things that people don't think about, that you lose when you go through trauma like that. There's a way that it's harder for you to share your body, and there's a way that it's harder for you to share yourself with a person who you do love after the fact. And I know that some people think that, oh well, that's why women become lesbian, because men molest them and then they can't trust men anymore. Some women even go into lesbian relationships and experience the same issue, because it's not necessarily something that's about gender. It's something that's about intimacy. Having somebody touch you and allowing yourself to feel all that they're touching you, and just not having the freedom in your mind to experience that without the memory of this other thing. And like I said, it's not for everybody, and it's not to say that anybody who has been sexually molested in some way and is now having a relationship and wants to have a particular type of sex is having it because of what happened to them. It's whole, you're a victim and you're always a victim. It's foolishness. Like, people do whatever they do with their lives after, for whatever reasons that they do. This is a thing that shouldn't define you. But the point of this poem and this piece of writing and this, my posting this, is just to, I guess, kind of explore some of the ways that certain experiences linger with you, and some of the ways that it makes it harder for you to take control of your whole self and give your whole self to a person, because people take things from you and you don't even think about it. So that is Speech Rap. I told you that I had a poem coming and it was a heavy one, so I tried to prepare everybody for it. So for anybody who has been assaulted or who may be living in a situation like that, there are places that you can go for help. And it's not your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. So talk to somebody. Tell somebody. Just, don't stay there. Because it's not you. You don't deserve it. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Bye.